Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64 Randomizer.com Season 3. We got another qualifier for you. We got qualifier number 4. The Big 4. This is the 4th one. People who have played in all 4 qualifiers will be qualified for the tournament after this. Or at least they'll be eligible to be ranked in the tournament. Okay, you know what? Anyone who's played all 4 qualifiers at this point is... I bet pretty good money they're going to qualify. Speaking of people who are going to qualify, we got 2 long-time runners. And today, we got Barrie and we got Kilvereis on the stream today. It's going to be fun. I am LaRock. I will be on the mic for you today, and I'm joined by Schwartz Gandhi. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing good. I've crawled out of the depths of music discussion to come up and become another race.
Oh, baby. I'm ready for music critiques. Hot music critiques.
Oh, yeah. I will let you know if your pack is outdated.
I already know it is. It's already over for me. Alright. Let's take a look at this start here as we get close to kicking off here. Not bad. Not bad at all, is what I would say in 2 words. Peanut and Guitar, 2 great moves. Not having Diddy, highly unfortunate. But we'll get there. We'll find Diddy, no doubt. And a slam for the road. Why not? We love slams.
Yeah. Slam is probably I would say probably the best, one of starting items to have just for convenience sake.
It's definitely up there. Slams are great.
Worried about.
I think oranges are underrated, although I think I said that last time, so maybe they're becoming properly rated, so I don't know. Any usable gun is excellent. Basically anything that can kill enemies at range is really good. Yeah. Oh wow, the restream is they're not waiting on us. We are ready. We are ready. Not this time. And that will get the race kicked off momentarily. We are flying. I'm getting flamed in the race time. We're not having that today. No, sir. We are flying. Here we go. What exciting times will we see in this seed? Qualifier number 4. A lot on the line to get in the tournament. You want a good time? You want to get ahead of the lobby? It has 55 people in it, by the way. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
These rooms have consistently been high, which is...
enormous.
We will be seeing an event horizon sometime in the near future.
At some point, the lobbies will be so large they'll collapse on themselves and crash race time. I think Zooter did that for some of the early tourneys. I think they had some of the first big races that actually caused problems. And
T and S key 8.
And Sprint in Creme Isle. TNS Key 8 is kind of tragic. That is highly unfortunate. You kind of hate to see that. Diddy can be found by Lanky and Aztec, but we don't know where Lanky is. Maybe we do and I just missed it.
Ooh. Kevin is waved the horn.
Kevin? Hello, Kevin, in the Lighthouse Alcove. We love Kevin.
Oh, man. Man's rusty at writing hints. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know, it's tough. 3 potions in the lowlands. That is a lot. There's a lot of action going on there. Gotta keep an eye on that. And Japes Metal Rewards have something to 6 and 8, which means Japes is likely to be a very nice visit wherever it ends up. We haven't seen any levels yet, so we don't know where's what. I bet it's real good odds we're gonna find Galleon really early because Kevin is way the horde. But we'll see. And that could even be the lighthouse area. Something in the lighthouse area in the path to 6-8, chunky and tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's a big item that's probably pretty early. And a foolish igloo means instruments lose a little bit of value, but there's plenty of value elsewhere. Let's see what level 2 is. Level 2 is the galleon that was promised, so pretty good odds that Barrie, having read the hints, will probably just run in here and go grab away the horde. Wait, if you can. No, you can't. Never mind.
Be locked.
Unlucky.
And a Nintendo coin.
And Super Duper in the training grounds. So, all our slam problems are solved. Okay. I'd say less. Love that.
Cooking.
And Japes level 1. Oh, that's blessed. We knew Japes was coming early, and it's just right there. My goodness. What are we going to find in the lowlands? Anything in the peanut cage? We got peanut. Oh, there's one.
Ooh, is that a red vial?
That was red. So, we're looking for Diddy, but we know Diddy is locked by Lanky. Oh, there's two. It's a tiny potion. Okay. Alright.
Super duper for Barrie.
Kilvereis got into Japes really quickly. Did he route his opener somewhat differently? Did he skip something that Barrie didn't?
Just not paying attention.
Did he like skip like outer aisles maybe? Or oh, he hasn't read hints yet. Probably that might be it.
Yeah.
Oh well, key 2. That's a nice find.
Key 2.
Keep it simple.
Oh, we got a. Ooh, I see. We got a chunky K rule.
Cause splat in forest for Lanky, which means we need to find forest and then find Diddy. Find forest, then find Aztec, then we get Diddy. Factoring metal rewards to 6 and 8. Key 6 is looking like our nasty one this seed. We got a whole bunch of that. A whole bunch of hints for 6 and 8. A second Japes metal reward is hinted. For key 8 and chunky K rule. Chunky donkey helm. I caught it that time. I caught it correctly that time. No one's gonna tell. If anyone tells me I'm wrong this time, I'm gonna be kind of mad. I'm very right. Barrie with a little extra peek into the feather cage. There's nothing there, but it's a good peek. So we're still missing one lowlands potion. So it's either in the grape cage that you can't peek, in the boulder, or on the blast course. Interesting. Last bit info we got out of the hints is a foolish storage. Probably not terribly helpful given that storage is probably pretty late, to be honest. Probably pretty late. So the last big bit of info that we're looking for but don't have is where Chunky is. We know we need Chunky for a number of things, but or at least for Chunky K roll at a minimum. We don't know where that guy is. We'll get that on probably hint pack number like 8 or so. James is a tricky level to route coins in. You'd think for being an early level it would load you up with coins, but it's actually pretty stingy. There's not like too many coins to go around. I feel like, especially for certain Kongs, and if you miss certain moves. Without diving, losing the coins in the river is really bad.
Yeah, that's the focal point of coins, in my opinion, is the being locked by diving.
Mm-hmm. So good.
I'll tell you a level that's not is forest. Whoops, my mistake. I thought we were entering factory.
Factory will load you up, but we got forest instead. Forest is also kind of weird. A bunch of coins in weird spots like this.
You can hit that without PTT. Let's
if you're holding A when you're on a mushroom, you bounce way higher. You have to like hold A the whole time. That's just like retro game physics. You know, you hold the jump button down longer, you jump higher. It just works. Nobody will tell you that, but it just works.
Yeah. Also, the harder you press your gun, the more damage it would do. Barrie is stretching for Donkey's metal here, which I don't hate. I think it's pretty likely you're going to come back to Japes, but I don't hate this stretch. Blocker of 14 is hilariously low. But we are checking the boss here. Yeah, we got Troffenskopf hinted to key 8, so we might find like a monkey port or probably a monkey port on Troffenskopf somewhere. I'm here for it. Plus, you know you need at least 2 Japes medals, so just picking up bananas on the way is just not a bad idea. I think he's going to have enough to get the medal on the Stormy Tunnel. Ooh. Stormy Tunnel string. We got a punch. Punch on the mushroom exterior. What are we going to do with that? We're going to fight Chunky, or we're going to fight K. Rool with it, but nothing in the immediate term. We'll have to wait and see how that gets hinted. That's a very important item that we found already. There's our Hive Tunnel hint. Main aisle has 1 potion, that's the super duper, so main aisle is dead now. Japes shops are dead, well, that's kind of useless. And then the mini barrel, that is the one that only requires mini monkey in caves. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that.
I really like Kilvereis' decision to charge into level 3 Forest to try and pick up Lanky on a Kasplat. I think getting your Kongs early is good. Maybe he's just, like, a big fan of the Believers. He's really looking out for you guys today. Actually, wait.
I hope so.
He hadn't read his hints yet. He didn't even know it was on a Kasplat here. He just kind of won. He just happened to pick exactly where the Kasplat was. Or exactly where Lanky is. Alright, here we go. Now there's some action. Twirl on a Japes Metal. You think that's to Key 6 and Key 8, or Key 8 and Chunky K. Rool? One of the two. Oh boy. What do you do with Twirl now? I don't think anything is immediately available. Mad Jack? Mad Jack would go crazy. That could fit. I mean, it could fit. It could solve either hint that way. That's wild. I really want to see what's on Kevin. Like, this lighthouse item could be, like, key to everything. Kilvereis gets his GB and bails out of the mushroom. Okay, so I think he read that Kevin was Way of the Horde and was like, I want to do that instead. But it's interesting that he went all the way to Forest for that. I guess he's just pushing really hard for 8 GBs before reading his hint. I think this is the kind of scenario that I advocate for, in that reading your hints could tell you where to go instead. Like, would he have gone into Forest if he knew that Kevin was Way of the Horde? I'm really not sure. Tough call. Did the Forest trip hurt? Not really. You got the 3 warps, so you can head over to the mushroom area if you want. He didn't climb the full mushroom. Climbing the mushroom is better than Chunky anyway. He apparently hates Galleon CBs because he's not picking up the tiny ones in that string. I guess they are kind of slow. Oh boy, Yellow Vial on the winch.
Ooh, okay.
That's a spicy one, that's for sure. And in a Forest level 3, we may end up getting to that. We have Peanut and Guitar already. All we need is Charge. Oh man, I really like the Lighthouse visit here. I like this a lot. Because you can do all this stuff with DK too? I mean, you don't have Coconut, which is a little unfortunate. I probably would have checked Kevin for Coconut before heading into the Lighthouse, but that's also kind of comes after the fact.
Oh, you're not going to grab that medal unless he already checked Jetpack and knows it's foolish.
One of them did. I know it's dead. Oh, okay. Well, hello, Key 4. Out of nowhere.
Free.
Love that. That hint is coming. I mean, Key 4... Nothing really exciting about that. The problem is Cabin Isle can't have your training moves, so even though there's that dirt patch up there, at best it's just some filler GBs right now. But everyone say hi to Kevin. Kevin's the Alcove Kasplat. Aptly named because he obliterated a Kevin seed one time.
The very first, like, Kevin race, I believe. Diving because...
And he has diving. That's one of the worst spots to put diving in the whole game. It's just so rude. Oh man, that guy's a little rascal. Alright, thanks Kevin. Diving is very important. Pretty likely that we need diving for a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
so
and that is like a chance to be like this really big path here.
Very likely.
6-8, Chunky and Tiny Q.
Very likely, I'd say. At least until proven otherwise, especially because we've already cleared out the lighthouse already. I guess with Punch, we could see something on Sickbay if Chunky turns up. We still don't know where Chunky is. Punch for Barry. Nice pickup on the mushroom. He's gonna keep climbing, it looks like. He might find Lanky on this Kasplat on the inside, or the Night Door Kasplat, depending on how far he goes. Kilvereis wants to see what's in Lobby 5, which is interesting. It's Castle. I mean, you get some info here. Is he going to do the flip?
Is that 36 or 26?
26 to get into Castle. A little expensive, but not too bad for a level 5.
Yeah. About par for the course.
Given his pace, 10 GBs right now. Not killer pace. I guess he just wants the density of Upper Isles. This makes a lot of sense. Plow ahead. Off we go. Now he heads back in the forest. So armed with this diving from Galleon, there's really actually not that much to do with it, which is a little bit awkward. Diving's one of those moves that like you think is like, wow, that's really important. I really, really need that. That does a lot, but it doesn't do a ton outside of a couple levels. I suppose you could hit a diving bonus barrel anywhere and have that ruin your day, but not yet. Not yet. And so we watch them both climb the mushroom in dramatic fashion. You could check level 4 too. That's not a bad idea either. I don't know, you can kind of, if you know what level 3 is and level 5, you can kind of like extrapolate what level 4 is, right? You know it has to be like between those two numbers, so like, you can probably like roughly estimate. Maybe it's not super important. Barrie with excellent routing at the top of the mushroom that I could never. I always run the wrong way when looking for this platform. But Lanky's not here either, so he has to be in the Thornvine Barn, and we don't have a way to make it night. Ooh, that is highly unfortunate.
Well, so then it looks like he's gonna go and grab Kevin here.
Yeah, so then where is our answer then?
How much was level 3?
Level 3 was like 8 or something.
4.
I think it could be level 4. The problem is we need... We can logically, vines and barrel throwing still have to be available before you have to go into level 4. Plus a Kong has to be available before you go into level 4. So like, where is Chunky? Or any gun. Where is any gun? We have to be able to pick that out right now. Alright, insane take. Galleon boss. That is a possible spot for it to be. The Trophenscoff at the bottom of the lighthouse area. That would be wild. So the problem with Jabe's medals is Jabe's medals will sound appealing, but we know Tiny is on DK, or we know Twirl is on DK's medal, and you cannot get Tiny's medal right now. So Twirl is not doing anything for us yet either. Alright, Kilvereis.
Kilvereis, there we go.
He's in a cage match with that camera. Oh, more hints. Here we go.
Oh, well,
Galleon
there you go.
boss! Alright, I win. Let's go. So punches away the horde, no surprises there. Galleon boss.
R&D7.
R&D7. I mean, that's probably just like the Kasplat.
Oh, and Chunky is in Aztec as well.
On a crate. Whoa. Okay, that could be very good or very bad. Because it could be the crate that is by the Gong Tower, which is free, or it could be the crate on top of the Llama Temple, which would be locked by 2 other Kongs. So...
I would hazard to guess the Gong Tower, because at this point, Aztec has to be level 4.
Yes, wait a minute, we actually know Aztec's level 4. Our tracker is ahead of us, my god.
And
I just realized that because there are 2 Kongs in Aztec, Aztec has to be at the latest level 4. Right? Yeah, at the latest. Alright, so diving for Barrie, he gets the good word, like, wait a minute, I can just go do the boss right now. Love this. Probably after.
That's true, yeah. Because Kilvereis was not in here when he got that.
Yeah, he might be short CBs and might have to check the, might have to run through the lighthouse. Maybe something else, I don't know. But whatever is on this boss has to be, like, crazy important. Like, it has to be, like, Coconut, I think. Like, I can't think of anything else that would be more important than that. It could be Feather, I guess. I think it's a gun to make it night, because that gives you Lanky, and that kind of blows open your seat a little bit to find... It gives more space for vines and diving to be, because we need to expand our search space right now, otherwise we've, like, run out of locations. At this point, like, we have so little in logic that it's, like, both, like, the Galleon boss, the Forest boss, and that might be the full list. Like, I actually am struggling to think of other things that it could be. Oh, Forest Tiny Metal? Not with only diving, you need more. You need... Feather and diving would do, I think. I think you need just a fair bit more. I'm not exactly sure what. But I could be exactly sure if I go look at the CB calculator. Forest Tiny Metal, well known for being one of the worst metals of all time.
Oh man, I forgot about this TNS portal. I thought you were talking about the one behind On Guard.
No, this one. This is... Oh gosh. This is the only one that is logically accessible right now, which is wild. You need vines. You need vines to get to the one in the caverns. You need peanuts to get to either one in the shipyard. And you need on guard to get in the one behind the on guard door.
Can diving be path to gain access to a TNS portal?
Sure can.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There we go.
Strap in. Maybe this is vines, looks like? If I were to guess. Oh, no, it's coconut. Okay.
Yeah.
Or at least, is there any other move it could be? I think it has to be coconut.
I don't even think it can be.
We know there's a purple vial that's coconut locked.
This could be the Boom Blast, and you go back to Lowlands, but that's like pretty much it.
It could be Blast, and you have to go to Forest, but yeah, no, it would have to be the Forest Blast course because you don't have vines. Vines or shipyard access.
Oh yeah, we don't have vines. Sure.
And I don't think any other move fits for any other reason. I don't think Bongos does anything. Wow. Oh, Barry just having a straight-up bad time with that platform. Not too bad. Nothing like a forced cutout intermission. We're having a grand old time here. Alright, so we grab our coconut. We head back to Japes with it, maybe? Japes is tempting, or you go to Forest. It's a 50-50, I think. You either go to Forest and try and get Lanky, or you go back to Japes and get that purple vial, which might also be good. Like, if that purple vial is Feather, or if it's Mini Monkey, it would be really great. I think it is unlikely, as well, that Coconut is on the path to only Key 8. I think it is very likely we're going to need some other boss. A move this important only being on the path to one thing is kind of crazy. And specifically only on the path to Key 8. We'll have to see how other things pan out. We've already seen Key 4. We have a pretty good lead on Key 7, and that doesn't look Coconut related. Maybe Key 5 could throw a wrinkle into things, or... Actually, if we find Feather or Mini Monkey off of Coconut, it would force another... It would force another boss. But if it's Monkey Port off of Coconut, it gets a lot weirder. So... That would get real weird.
What do we got?
Wow, that... Barry just low-rolled on this dice guy. He's just the meanest man in town.
Yeah. Seems like he rolled a 1 there.
Yeah.
Anyways, he got his coconut. Let's see where he's off to.
Where's he going? He picks Forest. I like this. Get another Kong.
Alright.
It's worth noting that because Kongs are assumed on paths, and we have Peanut in our possession already, it's not going to be Coconut just for night access. So anything that's night locked won't have Coconut on the path, even if Coconut locks every other gun. Path assumptions can do some funny things sometimes, but these guys are hardened veterans. They know their stuff.
I'll listen to Click Clock Wood with all of the animals.
Yeah,
hear the crickets chirping.
Spring Click Clock Wood at midnight. That's some good stuff, man. I love it.
Fun fact, chat. Did you know that Fungi Forest was supposed to be in Banjo-Kazooie?
If you play on DK64 Randomizer.com, you'll get that hint.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There he is. There's the son of a gun.
The longster.
Alright, so adding Lanky into the mix now makes it a little bit trickier to find our vines. That's what we're most worried about right now. Barrels would be nice, but vines is the winner because we need vines to get into Helm. Without Strong Kong, the Thornvine Barn is out of logic, but you're getting DK's metal in here, it looks like, and the Thornvine Barn has like 3 other checks, so it's like a no-brainer to run in here.
Yeah. Barn has, like, really a, like, underrated hotspot, I would say.
It is
just the entirety of this.
It's a little tricky to get to sometimes, depending on how your night access works out, and you need DK, otherwise it's a lot worse. But yeah, nothing to sneeze at in here. 3 very fast checks. And a potion for the road, why not? Not vines, because this is vines locked. Yeah, it's vines locked. Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here.
He's got the PTT.
He's got twirl. Oh my god, never mind. Get out of here, me.
All right, show us what you got, Barry.
Yeah, how do you do this? I don't even know. Is this
you
tight?
gotta, like, I think this is the easy one. Leave the other one is a lot more tight, but I think you can do all of them.
I know you can twirl all of them, but I don't know how tight the timer is. This one looks pretty tight.
Yeah, if you like fall down once you're done.
Wow. Oh, just enough. Oh,
nice.
By a strand of hair snags the last coin. That's crazy. Well done. And all for a ring stand.
You'll have to see it.
You hate to see it. I swear, this beam across the back of the barn is just pure bait. And Kilvereis is beating Barrie to the ferry, and we now know it's junk. Now Kilvereis has to make that jump into the barrel, and now he's got to start gaming. Game on, Chief. How much do you value this vial? They're almost dead even, actually.
Ooh, does Kilvereis have PTT?
He does not have. He does not have twirl because he had to go. You had to do Jape's donkey medal to get twirl. He doesn't have twirl. He's got to do this somehow without twirl.
Can you do this with DK? I have not seen.
You can. I've seen the video. It's insane.
You got to deal with these gross hitboxes on these trees.
Oh yeah, but oh my god, if he gets this, he not to be outdone, he decides he needs to game as well.
Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Just not enough time. Not worth trying again. That's unfortunate, but fortunately it is only O stand, so you can kind of wait on this to get hinted as well, right? We know Vines is going to get hinted somehow. Well, okay, not going to, but it's Vines is eligible to get hinted. And Strong Kong, we don't even know if that's even eligible to get hinted, so we might just have to wait on it. You could wait to see Strong Kong get hinted and then come back for it. No rush. O-Stand does have logical implications for Forest Lanky Metal as well as Jape's Lanky Metal, but for all practical purposes, with tiny slope climbs, you're not really worried about O-Stand. You're just going to make it work. It'll help you untangle your paths later, but sometimes you have to put practicalities aside and just go get your checks. It's not clear if he has to come back yet, I don't think. I think this is something that, like, you kind of keep in mind, like, for later in the seed, but, like, until it gets hinted and... Yeah, I just really wouldn't be worried about it. Oh, wow, Force Boss, though. Hang on, Force Boss with a hit.
Is this our Vines?
But this might be this has to be a Barrels boss, doesn't it? Or it's Magic.
No, we haven't seen... Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, couldn't have been Magic with Lanky on the door, but you get the point. Magic could have turned up in level 1, which would have pushed, could have pushed Puff Toss to there. But it didn't, which means we need to find barrels before that potion will become relevant.
Okay. It's good knowledge for Kilvereis, at least.
And given the Key 8 that Troffenskopf hint, that's pretty good. I think that's going to be our Vines on that boss right there.
Agreed.
I think that's very likely.
Alright,
which
here's
means...
our Aztec. So long.
Oh wow, he's going to Aztec and not Japes. I want to go back to Japes and use this coconut to get this purple vial here. This seems very important. What do we got? Kilvereis gonna give us the good word and wants this purple vial. I want to know real bad.
Just a GB here.
Hong Kong not acting up, but here comes some hints. Oh, Grape Shooter, coconut locked. Hang on. Whoa there. Caves, Helm Lobbies, key 6. Ooh, that's spicy. Hillside to key 5. Whoa. What is in the hillside that we missed? Is that...
Top of mountain?
Top of mountain? It's gotta be, right? We've seen everything else, haven't we?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Very easy to get with Peanut. It kind of explains why key 5 isn't terribly hard to... It explains why key 5 isn't well hinted, because only Peanut would be on the path to that.
Is the painting room Caves and Mines, or is that hillside?
It is Caves and Mines. The painting room is underground, so that is Caves and Mines. Outskirts just got hinted foolish, or Shipyard Outskirts just got hinted foolish, so rest in peace, Neckfish. And the 5-door temple is dead as well. Good density in there, but it is kind of tedious to go get all that stuff, so not really surprised. Shout out Homing Ammo in the Aztec shops.
Go.
You love to see it. Speaking of you love to see it, I did not see Kilvereis hop in this bonus barrel. I don't even know where this is.
This is in Japes somewhere.
Maybe.
So.
Is it? The only one I think of is that he was near is the Stormy Tunnel one. I got lost in the hint sauce again. He actually did it for a blueprint. You know what? I can't pick. I just can't pick bonus barrels that are fast, man. Every bonus barrel I pick is like 120 seconds. It's unbelievable. This guy just rolls into a fast bugs.
I would do a bug bash for a blueprint.
Yeah, no, that's very reasonable. That's like a 15-20 second bonus game if you're not Kuiper. Another clear vial in Aztec shops. Hang on, what do we got here?
This, I think, like...
It's not barrels. It's an ammo belt, okay.
Yeah.
We're running out of options for it. Oh, that's ammo belt 2 even. Oh, we started with one, right? Silly me. I forgot again. Oh man, Kilvereis is still 3 bananas short of this twirl. But man, having Grape Shooter must kind of rock here. It's gonna get him out of this jam real quick. For some junk.
Ooh. Yeah.
Great. I guess Kilvereis just like climbs a tree for his twirl, or could have turned around for some of those, or I don't know. He seems to have a plan though. What is this purple vial at last? Finally. Oh, it's Feather.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that'll help out here.
Alright, that is 2 guns that are coconut locked.
Yeah.
I'm putting all my chips, and I do mean every single one of my chips, on that forest boss being required for vines. Like, it just does not make sense. It just makes way too much sense.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it's basically all but confirmed, because we need Feather for Tiny K roll. And so, a coconut on a boss could not satisfy a solo key 8 hint. So this has to be not coconut. Which means we will get that Armadillo 2, probably.
Not sticking around for Tiny's medal? Is that logical, just Feather?
It is, with coconut and Feather, you have it. Although he'd have to do a lot of backtracking. He'd have to run back into the Stormy Tunnel to get the Feather, to get the balloon in there. And then probably like backtrack to the start of the starting tunnel if he hadn't got it already. There's basically a lot of backtracking. You run to the hive and everything for very little without Mini Monkey. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable leave, especially because you don't really know what you need your stuff for. Did you leave without Twirl too? Wow, he also left without Twirl. He's kind of crazy. Donkey Medal is very gettable from where he is. Oh, wow. And with Twirl, we're going to see Barry do some sick action to Twirl on top of the Llama Temple to get this crate, maybe. That's a tough grab. It's a little bit jank. But if he gets this crate and pulls Chunky out of it, that's pretty nice. Positioning looks really tight, because it looks like you don't want to be too close, but you don't want to be too far either. I'm assuming he checked the other... Yeah, he's definitely checked the other crate already, because I saw him run over there. Oh, brother. It's a tough grab. Maybe you, like, tagged a Lanky or something? Oh, jeez.
This is... Oh, he got the other crate, so I guess, yeah, this has to be...
He knows this is chunky, which means that's why he's still here.
Yeah.
Like, if this was some random check, you would probably leave by now, but, like, this is a Kong we're talking about, like, all in. Oh, man, getting that ledge grab looks horrible.
Man.
Are you sure this is chunky? Well, unless you can think of another Melon Crate and Angry Aztec. This is chunky.
Reverse is turning down that.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you think about it, level 4 shared potions, after level 4 potions lose a lot of value. And there we go! Barry works his way up there for chunky. That is a crazy kick and... That's a crazy twirl up there, but we got there in the end.
I can't wait to see the massive schism in the race time room between people who can do that trick and people who can't.
It's unclear. Oh, bean sighting.
Does he grab it though?
He's buying it for sure, right? Yeah, he buys the bean. Here we go. Alright, so your Aztec shops, ladies and gentlemen. Homing ammo, an ammo belt, and the bean. Interesting.
I feel like I see the bean in Aztec shops more often than not.
More often than it should be. Is it Funky hoarding the goods again? That son of a gun.
I mean, he does live right next to the beanstalk in the forest. So.
A little suspicious, I'd say. Clearing out Tiny Temple for Kilvereis. Barry did not do this because he doesn't have a way in. Oof. The feather he got from Japes is the only way in here.
Whoa! Beaver jump scare.
Very fast beaver jump scare. Whoa. Worth noting that they both just kind of left. They both just kind of left the first 3 levels without feather or barrel, or without diving, or without vines or barrels, which is really interesting. I think Kilvereis has the knowledge edge in that having checked the forest boss, he knows that that is very likely vines. But even still, you need barrels to get vines, and barrels is in the first 3 levels, so... You could stick around. I could see the case for sticking around longer there to try and find barrels. I suppose it is... Is it likely you're going to have to go back? I mean, maybe... Well, actually, he knows he's going to have to go back because there's 2 medals that are still in question. Go get your Kongs and maybe head back to Japes and hope that turns up enough of what you need. And you're going to have to go back to Japes to get Key 5 out of the hillside when you get Diddy. So, I want to... We have to assess what we currently have and try and identify where barrels is, because there can't be that many spots. It's not going to be anything Diddy locked, so it's not anything in the shipyard. Not going to be anything chunky locked. Okay, hunky chunky on an Aztec medal. That is, as far as I can tell, completely unhinted. That's wild.
Alright.
We need that. Yes, sir. Give me that.
Good pull.
And now that tells us all our chunky K-roll hints are pointing at Gorilla Gun now. Because that diving and twirl are definitely not related to that hunky chunky. Definitely not. Yeah, no way. So Gorilla Gun is probably just on a Japes medal. Pretty likely. Which would leave twirl to be key 6 and key 8. Interesting. An unhinted medal, you say? A fine vintage from the year 2024. A pearl up here? Oh, it's a potion in here. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. Excuse me. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Key 6 out of nowhere.
Oh, that is a barrels in a balloon locked.
Wow.
Right there.
Caves through Helm lobbies were hinted for key 6. That's crazy. Twirl gets you key 6, but not in the way you expected. Wow, that's wild.
So twirl for Japes medals.
Twirl from Japes medals for either balloon or barrels. Can we use twirl to get barrels somehow? Because barrels is now on the path to key 6 and key 8. But so is whatever's on factory metals. Factory metals to key 6 and key 8. But that can't be barrels. There's monkey port too. Okay, why not?
Okay.
We need that too. Whoa! Castle lobby. Castle lobby, calm down! That's a crazy castle lobby. And now we're... Man, if you thought the twirl up to the llama temple was bad enough, people now gotta twirl up the castle lobby. I hope you got twirl out of Japes. One of these two did.
All I can say is that that's not a crazy castle lobby. That's in Banjo-Tooie. If you're referring to a creepy castle lobby.
But Diddy on Lanky's Metal and Aztec. Alright. Got that squared away. Which means we are one... Well, we know where our family is, but we appear to be short. So having gone to Japes first, Kilvereis is going to have the better Aztec because he pulls out Grape. But even though he did do Japes first, he didn't pull Twirl, which means he can't get Chunky, which makes his Aztec worse. So you get some diverging Aztec shenanigans. We know where all our Kongs are, but nobody has all 5 yet. A little unfortunate.
We're scarily approaching 45.
And the believers are quaking.
Yep. All we know is that Diddy's found by Lanky. What have we not seen with Lanky?
We just got his medal. We just found Diddy.
Okay.
Yeah, Diddy was on Lanky's medal in Aztec, so no big deal there. Nothing too spicy. Oh, that's probably why he went to the tiny temple. He was checking the vulture. That would make a lot of sense. Anyway. Regardless, Grape will help you get Lanky's medal significantly, but I don't think it's necessary for Aztec Lanky medal. Instead, all you have to do is just do... Okay, you either need Grape or you need to get to the Llama Temple, so this Grape is pretty important. So,
yeah.
Grape for Barrie is feeling pretty good. You can go get Lanky's medal if he wants, and probably solve the Diddy problem. Kilvereis, though, runs back into Japes with Diddy in hand, probably is fishing for a medal, as well as probably key 5 on the top of the mountain here.
Yeah.
Which means, just like that, we need key 7 out of factory. We need key 7 out of factory, we need Mini Monkey wherever that is, and we need Gorilla Gon probably in a Japes medal. Bongos and Triangle. Okay, so the more I talked, the more things came out of my mouth, which means we're actually still a little way from go mode. Alright, key 5, sighted.
Specifically 15 CBs from the mines here.
That's a great point. We actually don't know what our third phase is. We only know Chunky and Tiny K roll. We don't know what our third phase is. If we need, if it's Donkey phase, we need Blast. If it's Diddy phase, we need Rocket. We know we logically need Rocket anyway to get Chunky.
We know we don't have a Lanky phase because Barrels would have told us with that key 6-8 path.
Oh, well, we don't know where Barrels is the problem. And because of that, it's possible we could still sneak in a Lanky phase at the last minute. I think you're right that it's unlikely, but I don't think it's impossible. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm struggling to find a world where it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I got it. Diving to get to the Galleon boss, to get you Coconut, to get you Grape. Never mind, I burnt it. I was cooking, but it just burnt on the oven. I'm really trying to find a way to get rid of Lanky phase from our considerations, but I don't think I've succeeded. Unlucky. We're gonna see if Diddy's medal has our Gorilla Gon. Pretty likely the Gorilla Gon is on a medal here. I think it's very likely, even. Anything on the path to exactly key 8 and Chunky K roll is like Gorilla Gon like 8 out of 10 times. I was gonna say 9 out of 10 times, but I like did that thing that like dentists do, where it's like it's not 10 out of 10, it's 9 out of 10, but then I knocked another one off because I'm even less sure.
Caves Funky Diddy.
Stormy Tunnel, Key 8, and Tiny K Roll. That is Grape. So where can we get Mini Monkey with Grape Shooter? Castle Surroundings are dead, and Caves Funky Diddy. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Rocket Barrel Lowlands.
Oh, Rocket Barrel was the peanut lock thing. Oh, wow. Well, that makes life a lot easier for getting chunky. Love that. Castle Surroundings are foolish. Large region, pretty nice to know, but not much to do with right now. You kind of want to see Peanut get hinted, actually, because Peanut looking like the lock's key 5, so you'd be able to identify the hint really easily. And you would get a pretty good info on what that Rocket Barrel's for. Right, any action on the Japes boss? Could this be our barrels? That would go crazy. Give us Tiny, give us Mad Jack, and give us barrels right now. Boom, one time.
One Mad Jack, sorry.
Oh, farts. That's definitely Mad Jack, though, right?
Sure.
Maybe in my dreams.
It's okay. Magic will appear for real the 11th hour.
Yeah.
Need our second helm instrument.
Yeah. Yeah. Right next to the item on Check of Legends. Is Check of Legends dead yet? Actually, I don't think it is. It's hilarious.
Nope.
Actually, I don't think it's dead yet. It was really funny. Oh, wow. Barrel throwing on James Tiny Metal. Holy smokes.
Alright, yeah. There we go.
However... Wait. Hang on. Problem. So it's Twirl or Barrels on the Japes Metals. Which one? Which one leads to which? Barrels. So Barrels has to lead to 6. Barrels has to lead to 6, so that's there, which means Twirl leads you to Gorilla Gun? Or maybe it's a different Japes Metal for Gorilla Gun.
Yeah,
actually, no, Twirl hasn't gotten us anything else.
I'm kind of suspicious of another metal here.
Me too. Perhaps Chunky's metal will enlighten us here. Maybe not. The other problem is that even though Barry has barrels, he does not have the info of the clear vial on the forest boss. And when is he going back to forest? That's kind of a crazy pull.
Well, at the very least, you have fill rules to fall back on.
Right. But at the end of the seed, you're looking for vines. Key 8 for vines. Solo key 8 for vines, probably on the boss. On the first 3 levels. I think that fits pretty well. That definitively kills Lanky Phase. I think we don't have a Lanky Phase anymore. And now that we found Diddy Phase via Peanut... Oh, wow. Yeah. Now that we found Diddy Phase via Peanut, if we get Peanut hinted, we could know if there's a Diddy Phase. Pretty please, Seed, if you would be so kind. Alright, barrels required for Kilvereis. He is running exactly to where he needs to go.
Man.
Our second boss of the seed.
Doubters do indeed win. It's a sad day.
Even though we know where all the Kongs are, the Doubters won anyway. That's brutal.
I lost 30k on that.
30k?
That was...
Dang, man, that's a charitable donation to the Doubters right there.
I love gambling. There's nothing left to say.
There's something very appealing about throwing around imaginary channel points for indiscriminate gains. Completely arbitrary.
Yeah. Engagement bait points.
Is it bait if we're enjoying it?
You bring up a good point.
It is, but like, I'll allow it. What do you suppose is in that Cave's Funky Ditty? Is that Triangle? That's probably an helm instrument, right? Triangle or bongos?
Yeah, I'm feeling like just a key 8 thing.
That fits pretty well. The other problem is Grape has to lead us to Mini Monkey somehow. Because Grape is the Storm Tunnel item.
I think Grape... Like, maybe for a medal somewhere?
It's not the 5-door temple. The 5-door temple's foolish, and Kilvereis already ran through there.
How's Factory Lanky Metal?
Factory Lanky Metal, I think, is just free if you climb production. Yeah, it's free.
That's, yeah. They're still free. Alright. In that case, maybe we'll just get it later.
This is tricky. It's not... Oh, maybe it's the Mausoleum? Is that that's a possibility, which is unhinged, but it's not dead. That's really gross, but it's not dead. Maybe... I don't think it's Lanky Tower. It could be Balloon. We are out of logic for Balloon for key 6, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, there's big like skipping potential for this seed.
Right. The problem is all these helm instruments seem like they're invisible. We have no idea.
Yeah.
That solo key 8 hint is also kind of looking like maybe it's a helm instrument instead. Like, Barry could be checking TNSs until the end of the time and then never come back to Forest because he didn't realize its vines there. Alright, well, he picks up Diddy. What do you even do with that, man? What do you even do with that, man? Like, it's a little unfortunate he didn't get Diddy on his first visit, but he couldn't. You need Grape.
Best I could do you is maybe... man, I don't know.
48 minutes.
I was going to say main aisle, that like scouring hint, but that was super good.
Nah, the main aisle is the slam. Yeah, it's dead. Now, he is going back to get his... It is indeed vines on the Forest boss. Wow, that's crazy.
Alrighty.
Big pull for Kilvereis. He's going to be feeling real good about that one.
Big pull.
And here comes Barry getting his rocket barrel. This is a nice little pickup here. I can't believe that damage boost on the Thornvine Barn fence actually puts you in the right spot. Oh, and now with vines, he can go get this potion that's right here in the Thornvine Barn. That's really funny. So he'll have a little bit of an easier time doing it. But he's... Okay, yeah. I guess he had Twirl, so he could game anyway, but...
Who would have thought that you actually had to be fast in this game?
I know, right? Unbelievable. Yeah, so Kilvereis returns to key 5 to correctly find... Or he returns to Japes to find key 5. I was going to say he returns to key 5 to find Japes. Except...
Maybe the real key 5 were the Japes we found along the way.
Indeed, indeed. Although key 5 will get you into caves, so caves and factory. As our last 2 levels that both have hinted things. It's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I want to see that cave's funky. Seems like our next big lead.
Yeah, I too want to see Baboon Balloon. Actually, can that be Baboon Balloon? I think... No, because Balloon is probably on a factory metal.
Yeah.
Right.
We still have unresolved paths.
Probably.
6 paths, so...
Yeah. That's just a probably, though. Definitely a little sketchy. We're getting into a weird territory where there's a lot of stuff that's unhinted still. And we don't have a lot of hints left to resolve it. I think we only have like 2 packs of hints worth. We have the 36 hints. Wait, do we have the 36 hints? I don't know what GB count Barry's at.
But I do not remember.
Kilvereis is short of the 36 hints. Here's a Grape check. Well, Grape if it walks Trombone. Which it might. Because you kind of have to live in that world. And here goes Kilvereis to go scoop up Chunky off this melon crate. A little bit slower to the family, but, you know, 57 or 51 minutes, that's not too bad. Leaves immediately, wow.
Kilvereis is in a better position, I think, right now.
I think so, too, yeah. The knowledge of vines on the Forest boss is absolutely enormous. That fairy just feeling shy today.
Alright, Oh, yeah, Kilvereis hasn't done Underground yet.
Alright, Forest or Factory level 6. Can we get in? I don't even remember that clear vial was. That's why I forgot it. It was 3rd melon. I forgot it immediately. I was like, I don't remember a clear vial being there. Is that something crazy good? Nope, it's garbage.
Alright, what do we got here? It's 38.
Not enough.
Oh.
So you gotta go to Castle then, right? a foolish castle surroundings? That is horrible. I wonder if Barrie could pull Forest here and pick up Vines and be cruising. 38 is a really awkward spot. He doesn't have enough blueprints to dump. He only has 3.
I personally like Castle for GBs. If you could just do a quick underground sweep, all the splats down there, I'd probably get you there.
Yeah, 2 shops. Pretty good, especially with the surroundings foolish. You don't really feel like, not really super interested in going to the surroundings.
Yeah. Yeah.
That mystery 3rd K roll phase is gonna haunt us for a while, isn't it? Are we gonna get wrecked by a surprise baboon blast requirement?
I mean, yeah, that's like the only bad future is not having a good baboon blast. The 2 phases at hand are both relatively fast, so.
Did we see Chunky's medal in Japes? Alright, it's not Chunky's.
Oh yeah, very.
We did, okay. So Chunky's medal, Lanky's medal, Tiny's medal, Donkey's medal have all been seen. Have we seen Diddy's medal?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone got it.
So then we've now confirmed that it is exactly Twirl and Barrels on the medals, which means Twirl has to get his Gorilla Gun somehow.
Yeah.
So now I want to see. I want to see Tiny Mausoleum for sure. That seems really good. Tiny Mausoleum with Twirl and Feather, because Feather was locked by Coconut, which was locked by Diving. Is that confirmed? Yes, because Coconut also locks Barrels via Jade's Tiny Metal. So Coconut is 100% locked by Diving. And Diving being hinted on the path to Key 6, Key 8, Chunky K roll, Tiny K roll. Makes perfect sense for Tiny K roll because it locks Feather. Feather will get us something in the Mausoleum, which hopefully is Gorilla Gun, which would solve Key 8 and Chunky K roll. And then...
Ooh, Chasm here.
Or it's just here and all the best laid plans of Mice and Men go awry. Alas.
I'll tell you about the rabbits some other time.
That'd be for the best. Well, I don't like what you're implying, buddy. Alright.
I will be real, I just followed up on your Mice and Men and didn't really think of the actual implications.
It's one of those high school books you read and
yeah,
you're assigned it in high school and it just gets read. Alright, there's our Gorilla Gun. Alright, Saved by the Bell. Thank you, Gorilla Gun. Hello. How do you do?
Anyways,
great.
Back to our originally scheduled programming.
Makes perfect sense. That solves our Twirl hint.
So coming to Castle was a good trip for these.
2 Twirl checks. Kind of fits. That's a good call. Would I have made the call at the time? I don't know, but they did. They're better. Amen. You love to see it. I don't think I care about the Mausoleum anymore now.
Yeah. Probably just gonna pull from the shop and then dip.
Yeah, we are in dire need of K-Rule, or of Helm instruments. We don't know where Bongos or Triangle are. We have a couple way of the hordes. We have a couple way of the hordes to work with. R&D probably has Key 7, so we're probably fine there. Balloon probably is the thing on the factory metals, because Balloon locks both Key 6 and Monkey Port. So we probably don't need to worry about factory metals too much.
Do we have Helm Order?
The Helm Order is Chunky Donkey, of which we have neither instrument. So.
Okay.
And then we have 2 Way of the Hordes that are unresolved. The Caves Mini Barrel and Caves Funky Diddy. We know we need Mini anyway for Tiny K roll, so our Tiny K roll hint probably... Or so whatever's in the Mini Barrel probably is... Okay, wait a minute, here we go. That's Grape Way of the Horde. Castle Underground, that is our...
Another CNM.
That is our Gorilla Gun. The Caves and Mines, was that it?
Not Caves and Mines. Caves, Helm, Lobby.
Oh, Galleon Tiny 5-door ship. That is actually out of nowhere. That is wild. That is locked by a ton of stuff. We don't even have sacks. Uh-oh. And another Caves Helm Lobbies in. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's just Monkey Port. Right? That's already solved.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
So we're good there. Crisis averted. I love getting hints that are already solved. It makes my life easier. However, now we have a whole bunch of Way of the Hordes that we need to figure out somehow. Wow. That's kind of spicy. So we need to find Mini Monkey, very likely with Grape. Take that Mini Monkey to caves. Scoop up whatever's in Forest Ditty, or whatever's a Funky Ditty. Scoop up the Mini Barrel there. Hope you find both sacks and something else. Probably bongos or something. And then you go find, like, Triangle, or the other helm instrument in Tiny's 5-door ship and call it a day. I've routed the seed. Just one problem. Which grape check? It appears to be the million-dollar question right now. Also, you do have to go to factory at some point and pick up your key 7. So, that's a given.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Seems like...
All of a sudden, that mausoleum's looking a little better. I don't think it's there. I think the Vines hint kills the mausoleum. Blanky's mausoleum, but... I really gotta piece together what grape check could possibly be our answer here. It's now Way of the Horde and Path hinted, so it's like 1,000,000,000% grape. It's never not grape. Which one? Yeah, if we're worried about K-Rool still, we now have the Rocket Barrel for Diddy Phase, so a surprise Diddy Phase isn't too bad. I think Lanky Phase is confirmed dead, so Donkey Phase could be kind of ugly. And we've seen a Yellow Vial on the Winch, which is kind of mean. But, you know, we have no idea where Charge is, so hopefully it's just not that. Yeah? Agreed? Agreed.
Got me sold.
We will get a hint for this phase. But when? When is the operative question. There's a pack of 45 hints, 2 hints there, and 1 hint at 50 that we are still missing. Now that we have our 38 or 36 hints.
That was a weird camera from Barrie there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just DK64.
Huh.
He got that first person camera too that was like a little bit too high. That's just a random camera bug that happens sometimes. Somebody knows the technical specifics on that. And has told me before. But I just forgot, so here we are. Alright, well, Kilvereis wants to know what's in the mausoleum. So do I. Even though he just got his gorilla gone. Off he goes. He may look a little behind, but I think he's got a pretty solid lead with that Vines in his pocket. Just knowing where Vines is was such a big deal. Barrie could find it still, right? First 3 levels. Pretty restrictive on Kongs. It can only be Donkey, Lanky, or Tiny. There's very few things it can actually be. Right, not Lanky Mausoleum, so that grape check is dead. Hello, Blue Potion. Alright. Trombone. Sure.
Not what we're looking for.
No, but does that give us any more grape checks? Might help with, like, Caves Metal, maybe? How's the Caves Metal with Lanky? It depends on where Balloon is.
Yeah.
Or, no, because Grape Rocket Barrel is enough, never mind. It does not help. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We need Key 7 at R&D, don't do this. Where's Key 7? Hang on. Get back here.
Piano game.
Maybe we do need it. Maybe we do need it really badly for the piano game. Hang on. It's not on the Kasplat, which is like... When you see an R&D hint, you're like, yeah, it's just on the Kasplat, no big deal. And then you kill the Kasplat and it's not there. And it's like, uh-oh, you immediately like bump up 3 DEF CON levels. Like, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, we can't do any other check besides this, so...
It better be here. I don't know why I said that out loud. That was pretty stupid. But here we are.
I was just about to do the exact same thing, but you said
Alright, maybe... So, we're not both stupid, right? So that was actually, like, smart. If you, like, say it out, you'll remember it better. Yeah.
That is
the
thing.
And we get an F key for the road. That said, if you're ever playing this game, do not do anything else while you are doing the piano game. You will forget the combination, and it is the most embarrassing thing of all time. You gotta just stare at it and do not mess it up. Key 7. Alright, thank God. Oh, alright, we're good.
Crisis averted.
There we go.
That's going to be punishing for people who skip the number game.
Yeah, anyone who runs straight to key 7 could get utterly destroyed by that. That's very scary, because you might not do the number game. You might not do the number game, because it's not the fastest check, and run straight up to R&D and try and pull your key 7 on a rush to, like, alright, get my key 7, then head to R&D, or head elsewhere. But you might just get absolutely spit roasted by that piano game out of nowhere.
Nice render distance on that ferry there.
Yeah, it's just far enough to be inconvenient. That's funny. Yeah, starting with the slam, kind of coming in clutch. Slam in the training grounds, also coming in clutch. Alright, and now it kind of turns to... You turn to factory to go clear out your remaining GBs on the push to 64, and then... Maybe not even push to 64, maybe just push to level 7. Figure out what the heck is in caves. Maybe it's Mini Monkey in caves. So, big moment here coming up for Kilvereis. Does he do the counting game? It is not a given that he does it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Quite the common check skipped.
In later factories, for sure. In earlier factories, unskippable.
I mean, even in a later factory, I feel like it's too good.
It really is.
At the very least, it lets me brain dead while I try to think about the progress of the seed.
Alright, maybe you can brain dead counting. Takes all my brain power, man. Counting is hard. Alright, 45 hints. 2 more hints to bail Barry out. Possibly get him to the forest boss. That's what's really going to kill him, I think.
Yeah.
Really need that to turn up. I mean, it's even hinted, too, so maybe he's thinking about it. It's possible. Like, you might be thinking that it's not coconut, right? It's got to be like a helm instrument or vines on a TNS from here.
He's not out of logic for vines anywhere, is he?
Vines? Nope. Barrels so. Is Jape's Tiny Metal, which you can get with coconut and feather.
Ooh, and is that... Yeah. Ooh! That's a burn for Kilvereis. Not.
Oh, no. Ooh, that's gonna hurt if he does not... Oh, that is gonna hurt a lot. Oh, boy. All of a sudden, this is up in flux. If he leaves factory without the trombone, it's gonna get real ugly real quick. Oh, brother. Because he might go for, like, Mini Monkey and then try and pull Key 7 out of it. But it's not, because the hints tell us it's not that. Because Tiny K. Rool and Key 7 are not on any shared paths, which means it's not the car race. Even though Mini Monkey would get you an extra check in R&D, it's not going to be that one. Oh boy, this is going to get weird. Strap in. What do our 45 hints tell us? Kilvereis?
Anytime.
What do our 45 hints tell us, man? We want to know. Barry's been buying things out of shops for the past like 10 minutes, so we won't know from him. There we go. Aztec Tiny Metal and Lowlands for Diddy, which is Rocket Barrel.
Rocket Barrel.
So there's our Diddy K roll phase. And the other one was Aztec Tiny Metal, which was Hunky Chunky. So there's your Hunky. There's your Hunky bailout. That's nice.
Not really what we're looking for these racers.
Not right now, and I see Barry collecting a lot of CBs. I think he's thinking Factory Boss, which is interesting because it's in his eyes, it's very possible that a later boss has a helm instrument and nothing else. That is a very real possibility. So he's collecting anything he can get. I think I heard the dink, so he's all set. Maybe climb production, maybe peak production. Have a look around. There's our first Pearl. Doesn't seem related.
Man, that is our first Pearl, isn't it?
We do not know the status on Hunky Chunky. It could be Docodon 2. That is a possibility. A yellow vial here. What the heck is this? Well, whatever's here isn't on the winch, so if this is like Blast, that's pretty good. I don't know, that still kind of sucks, whatever it is. Oh, speaking of that. Oh, Pineapple! No, we need Triangle! Maybe this is Bongos, actually. Bongos would not suck. Bongos would go crazy if it's in production. Out of absolutely nowhere. Is enough for a Lanky Metal too, if you keep going? We could have had the greatest production of all time if this was Bongos. It's Grab, of course. If this was Bongos and the Kasplat Vial was Triangle, but instead we got neither, so we got the worst production of all time. I had to wind up that sigh. I, like, charged that one up. Production strikes again. And then the factory Lanky Metal is going to give you Balloon, and we're going to continue to be sad. Oh, brother. Or the factory Tiny Metal, why not? Why not? Just put us out of our misery. There it is. That's the balloon. As foretold. Yeah, this is tricky business. They both have something the other doesn't. And I think the trombone is better than the vines now. I kind of like Barry's position a little more. I think finding vines is easier from here.
Yeah.
It's possible he's already, like, mapped it out in his head, like, penciled it out, like, how many locations could possibly be available in the first 3 levels with these 3 Kongs? It's very few.
Yeah. Do we know what the last hint has to be?
Nope. It can be anything. We don't live in the fancy world of 4.0 yet. Actually, we still wouldn't know if we were in 4.0, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Can we get into caves? That's what I want to know. There's a way of the Horde in here.
We'll have you know shortly after these messages.
Did you say that while the ads were running? Like, because nobody heard that if that's the case. Kasplat under the owl tree! Whoa, that's Mini Monkey! Go, 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 go! That's 100% Mini Monkey.
That is.
That's Grape Block.
Oh, that's funny.
I forgot about Grape Checks in the owl tree. That's big.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be
it
could be Sax too.
There too.
It could be Sax too, but whatever this item is very likely to lead us to Mini Monkey.
Yeah.
And it could be the other way around. It could be Mini leads us to Sax. It's hard to say. We really want Mini because Mini gets us away the Horde in caves, which is probably a helm. Surely it's a helm instrument at this point. Surely. Alright, well this hint will help the both of them tremendously. This is pretty much exactly what they needed. They needed a little bit of a shove on, like, which grape check, and now that they got it, they're flying. And it sends Barry back to Forest, so he might check the boss while he's here. That would go crazy. He might... Could it be Vines? It could be Vines, actually, to Barry. But this is Mini Monkey right here. Okay, Triangle on the Forest Ditty. Oh, it's Sax. Shoot. It is Sax. But we have the hinted tiny 5-door ship, so that's going to be our Mini Monkey, almost certainly. And then with Mini, you go back to caves, you get your bongos, life is good. We solved the seed.
Alrighty.
Alright, great. Just one problem. Where's Trombone and Key 7 for Kilvereis? He's in trouble. He has left factory without Key 7. He is going to be in a world of pain soon.
Yeah, and he's going to probably think that Tiny Car Race is what he's going to be coming back for.
It's a possibility. It might be a possibility, but it shouldn't be. That Way of the Horde for Barry will help a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, people are keeping track of what I say. Please don't keep track of my butchered analogies. I have this nasty tendency to, like, shove 2 of them together and make 0 sense.
Honestly, should be keeping more track of my mouth. I've been known to have quite the potty mouth on streams. But gotta keep it family friendly here.
Family friendly, despite the fact that you know these runners are muted and just swearing profusely at everything and anything. One failed twirl onto the top of Llama Temple.
Yeah. Every time I every single accidental input, I'm like,
it's all over. That's right. You keep your calm, you keep your composure, and we run straight to our way of the hordes. What is in Tiny's 5-door ship? I think it has to be Mini Monkey.
There's no way it's...
Oh, and a fare in here for the road. Why not? GB count-wise, he's only got 7 blueprints, so he's a little short. He's at 58 GBs right now, so he's going to have to find a way to get to 64, on top of finding Trombone.
Ooh, getting a little blocked from that.
Yeah, a very large and very fast starfish is really mean here.
Yeah.
Throw you off your game There's our Mini Monkey.
How'd that starfish... That starfish doesn't spawn in that cell, I don't think.
I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. He's not very pleasant, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that camera doesn't help you either. Alright, well, that Mini Monkey will let Kilvereis do caves in one big sweep.
The pool of stuff that could have vines increases, kind of. Sacks, it doesn't do a lot for you in the first 3 levels. Oh, I guess it does get you Mini Monkey, doesn't it? Oh boy, yeah. It actually... No, it doesn't, because Diddy locks the shipyard, so it can't be the Mini Monkey in the shipyard. So it actually doesn't expand the barrel or the vines net too much. The only thing it expands is Sacks, which I don't think gets you anything in the first 3 levels. Without Diddy. So Vines is still fairly limited for Barry. In fact, the boss is like one of the only things I can even think of. And he's running. He's running towards the crate. Does he go all the way? All the way? No. That's rough. He's got stuff to do though, so he's still gonna make progress, even if he was right there.
Oh, hey. Do we know where Bongos is?
It's probably in this mini cave barrel that Kilvereis is running towards.
That's right. Yeah.
This is the last way the horde we have. The mini bonus barrel, not the twirl one, the other one.
Yeah.
We get the mini out of the 5. You get the mini out of the 5-door ship, and then you run back to caves, scoop that up. Triangle in hand for Kilvereis. Life is good. He's gonna get his bongos and then be like, "Oh no, life is horrendous. Where is Trombone?" Everything is awful.
Yeah.
It is not Rocket Barrel. He knows that. Is anything on the path to Key 7? The fact that only one thing is on the path to Key 7 should be very telling. None of the moves you currently own are on the path to Key 7. Literally none of them. Which means it has to be a check that's like very easily accessible. There's not too many of those. If you piece that together, you may end up back at the counting game. Maybe. It's tough though.
Honestly, that would probably route me back towards, like, probably castle shops instead.
Barry might be thinking it's on the late boss, but once he finds Mini and gets his sacks, or gets his bongos, he's only going to have early things to check. Like, it has to be an early level, and there's very few options with the 3 Kongs he has. I think he will end up at Vines relatively quickly, once he gets to the end of the path and picks up his bongos in this cave that Kilvereis is currently in. He's in a better shape, whereas Kilvereis has to comb the desert to find a miracle, find an unhinted trombone, which is crazy. It's not a hard locked trombone, right? No requirements, and that is in itself a little bit of a hint. You got to think of like easy to get stuff. It could be a Castle Underground Kasplat. I think he's checked through those already. It could be he's run through the easy checks in caves. There's our bongos.
Yep. All right.
He's cleared out most of Factory besides the counting game, which is the tragedy. The Igloo's foolish. It's not this guy. You don't even need to look at anything else. Huh. I wonder what he comes in here for. Maybe he's thinking like metal.
BB.
It's a fast check too. Yeah. With twirl. He just wants the check, I guess.
You can twirl through there, man.
Oh, yeah. That is one of the few remaining ways to to bug out the maze and not have it start, is if you get onto the door frame and then twirl over the top of the maze into the maze.
Man, my trick database is so out of date.
That's a great one.
Finding so much stuff.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was crazy when we saw we could backflip up Castle Lobby, but no, it's gotten worse.
Well, that one's like actually hard. This twirl is very easy.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Trust me.
Given like the correct amount of circumstances, you could probably just do that on a whim. But yeah.
Not a big fan of clearing out a foolish igloo, but here we are. Sometimes you just clear out foolish reasons and then forget. Those are the first to go for sure. In my brain, when I'm running around looking for checks, it's like I just like don't think about checking foolish regions. Or I don't think about what foolish regions I have when I'm looking for just unhinted stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, back to factory for Kilvereis. What is he thinking? This is massive. He has to hit it exactly, otherwise he's in big trouble. If he goes, he might grab Mini and go to the car race, but it's not there. Oh man, this counting game is in a really unfortunate position where it's like far away enough from warps that it's like not really tempting to run towards. Alright, this is a little bit of a reach. It is definitely not this. This is like a 0%er. Okay, Barrie is hunting for vines now. He just ran through Galleon and did a on-guard underwater check. That was a possibility because diving and lanky were available in the first 3 levels. That was a possibility for it, so it's not that. He's thinking about vines right now. There's so few options left.
Hey, nice. Kilvereis actually was in the correct position for that hunky bro. I never get that.
I believe if you're in the right position, you can just be spawning, or you can be transforming mid-cutscene. Yeah. It's also off-center, which is irrationally annoying, but... Okay, actually, no. Given how many people probably agree with me that it's irrationally annoying, it's probably very rationally annoying. But nevertheless, is trombone actually necessary? Absolutely, because they need to do the piano game, or Kilvereis needs to do the piano game for Key 7. And without it, you can't even get into Helm to get the hint. You are casinoing for trombone. Out of absolutely nowhere, it just happens to be on the counting game. No dice there, Chief.
Oh, that's true, yeah. You don't have a hint to fall back on.
There's absolutely nothing can save you. You have to randomly do the counting game.
That feels so bad.
Yeah, that hurts a lot. That hurts a heck of a lot.
Good thing I route in the counting game when I do factory.
Of course. Time to think. What are my Key 7 hints? It's R&D, and that's it. Nothing else is on the path to Key 7.
Man.
He might be like trying to rule out Mini Monkey, but which he could, but like it's one of those situations where it's like, all right, maybe I just like misread something. I have to check it anyway, just in case. It's terrifying. It well and truly is. All right, Barrie, what are you doing, Chief? You might be missing something. Is he going for a Hail Mary like it's up here? I don't think this... Oh, wait, this actually could fit. That's crazy. It actually could be here. No, don't be charged. Don't be charged. Oh, now he's going to go to the mills. Oh, my God. You're getting so far off the beaten path that it's, like, not... It ain't this. Oh, he goes back to forest. Maybe he checks the boss. He's going back to the forest because we saw a Yellow Vial in the winch cage, which is Strong Kong or Blast, I guess. Which...
At the very least... If he completes, like, all the other checks in Forest, he's got to at least check the boss.
This is so rude. No, but it can't be this, because you don't have Diddy yet, so don't pick this up. You got baited into Forest, but you got baited correctly. It's not this move. Just go to a Troffenskoff. Do not do the winch. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Where are you going, buddy? He might be doing the Mills Attic. That would be in logic. Actually, no, because homing wasn't, so... Oh, Lanky's metal is definitely in logic. Alright, so he passed the winch. He realized that Diddy is not available in the first 3 levels, so it can't be on the winch. Which means anything that's locked by the winch can't be it either. Maybe he's not thinking Lanky Metal? What is he thinking? Oh, he just wants to get to a boss door, I think. This is the fastest way to do it. Make it day and then run there. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh, yep. You're
going to a boss.
Fast.
Oh, he warped too quickly. That's kind of funny. Alright, he's going to a boss door. He will find the goods. And
Alrighty.
Kilvereis has abandoned the light and left factory again. Yeah. This is going to hurt a lot.
You know that image of the guy mining for diamonds, but he's like turned around right before he gets them?
It do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. Oof. It's brutal. And sure enough, right as rain, it is not the coconut on the boss. It is this vines on the boss.
I mean, yeah, this is fine for Barry. I mean, he didn't really lose too much time not having this.
It would have helped a lot. It would have been tremendous to have this info, right? Because like considering how much extra random stuff he did, I think he invested a fair amount of time in vines that would have been a big time save if he had seen this boss door. Like running back to Galleon just to check Lighthouse underwater is like terrible.
I mean, yeah, I just make the excuse for myself that I'm just routing up for 64 GBs, so it's all good. Yeah.
The problem is the pacing of the seed means if you're clearing your early levels well enough, you kind of end up at 64 pretty reliably. So you don't really need to go too far away for a lot of GBs. I guess in this instance they kind of cleared out factory pretty well, which is a pretty low level, and maybe that's what propelled them into the lower 60s. But still, Kilvereis is well on his way to 64. He's well past it even. He just has to miracle pull his trombone.
I just realized that Kilvereis has been skipping the beam like a Giga Chad.
He's a buster. That's what he is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then he runs down the wrong way into DK64 Temple. Yeah, that's deserved. Hydro Temple is also foolish, so it's never going to be in here.
No one has DNF'd in the race time room? Well, that's probably going to change here.
Oh, that's... we may not be looking at the same race time room, but nobody is done yet either, so Barry is still on his way to push through and fight for the top spot.
I was lied to. Never mind. You got 5 right now. We'll probably be seeing, or probably 4.
It's always a bloodbath in these large lobbies. These seeds can get really twisty and out of control. They'll claim anyone mercilessly. At the best of times, at the worst of times, no one is safe. You truly never know when you just like forget to look at something, and that's a career ender.
Yep. Well, that is Joe mode for Barry.
He is cruising. I don't know what his GB count is, but he's got to be pretty close. Oh, well, he's got Snide right here to solve that problem, so we're good.
Oh, man. What a Snide. It's very rare you ever see dumping a not Isle Snide.
Is this the worst casino on a Season 3 restream we've had? It's certainly not the worst casino we've had on a stream before. Oh, brother, I can think of like 3 more that were worse than this one by a lot. But Season 3 is plays pretty nice a lot of the time. This time does not play nice. Does not play nice. Oh, don't put it on Kilvereis. He's not gonna find charge and then get baited into doing R&D charge. That would be so mean. Where's charge again? just in case. Asking for a friend.
Sax pad and crap.
Oh boy. Well, he was already avoiding. He's intentionally avoiding Mini. It's probably not. He's probably thinking about that too.
Alrighty, here we go.
Maybe, I don't know.
Off to the races.
64 for Barrie, off the helm. All you can do is just try and finish before everyone else. Huge lobby, though, right? We still have 50 racers still rolling. Still DK rolling through their seeds.
Got a lot of real good names here in as well.
Ooh, now this is a classic. Checking random bosses. Love this.
Stop me, you've heard this one before.
Checking the Aztec boss. Oof. Yeah, this trombone's gonna slay some people. That's for sure.
Yo, SM64 staff roll for Helm music. Nice.
Pretty good.
Fun fact, I believe, what is this? This song has a very funny number on the pack. It's like, I think the thousandth, like ID wise. It's not the 1000th submission, but it's, I think, got like the ID.
Wow.
From like updates and stuff.
We hit a thousand songs. Roll credits.
Yeah.
And you got the invincibility, or you got, is that wing cap or wing cap with spring?
Yeah, wing cap.
That goes crazy. that's a nice one.
Yeah. By the way, shout outs to all those music people out there.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Music good. Totally unbiased.
Music good. Music good. Perfect cutscene skip. Step on the gas. Keep going. Keep going. Oh boy, castle medals are kind of ugly too. Man, that's better density than factory. That's for sure. Oh boy, Kilvereis is gonna be he's in the spin cycle right now. This is gonna get out of control real quick.
What kind of way you have to be to have to check crypt blind? Ugh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. That hurts. That hurts a lot.
Welcome to bonus stage.
This fly that I hate.
These flies, man. Come on. Come on. There you go. Once you get one, you kind of get them under control, so it reins it in.
Almost. Okay, there you go. Yeah, fun fact. If you haven't already noticed, the fly spawns relative to your, we call it swatter. So you can, quote unquote, manip the fly so that you can hit it like first try.
Welcome to bonus stage.
But if you lose it, though,
obligatory diving minigame in Helm.
Yep, there's that diving path.
It's always here. We need to dive in for a couple things, but it's always a diving minigame in Helm. You're never getting away without it. Bonus points if it's the diving and vines minigame. I mean, you're gonna have vines when you go into Helm, but like, it's about sending a message.
Yeah.
Not gonna be donkey minecart. Oh boy. Oh brother.
Tell you what's been really off-putting is Kilvereis, like, something's up with his emulator, so there's a bunch of black screens everywhere. Like, when the game tries to, like, freeze a frame, it's just a black screen. So, like, all the banana pads and pausing, it's just, like, a weird blackout.
DK64 is a very, let's put it this way, eccentric game to emulate, so it's very picky.
Yeah, it's almost like we have to have a custom fork of this hawk to play it.
We got Diddy Last and a clear vial and the Helm Fairies. That's a classic.
That has to be either Sniper or Instrument Upgrade 2, I think.
Nice. Wow, Kilvereis finding new and interesting ways to get stuck on a ledge in Castle. Never seen that one before. Yeesh. Chunky phase, tiny phase, Diddy phase to finish. Oh boy, are we going to watch people finish while we're in the boot again? The tried and true classic? Nobody is done. For all we know, Barrie could be the first person in a K rule in a qualifier, which is massive. And this doozy of a qualifier, rolling in at a 130 has got to feel pretty great.
Man, we have been here for only 130. That's crazy.
Sure have. Sometimes it feels fast, sometimes it feels slow. This one feels like about 130.
I feel like we're slowly approaching like the 20XX of DK64 randomizer.
Yeah.
Where we'll be seeing people finishing sub-hour because they did every single trick in the book and skipped every hit.
The movement is too optimized. I can only see 10, 20 seconds coming off the rope. Say the line.
And a backflip for the people. What is Kilvereis dying for?
He's donkey's
medal.
Oof.
He was trying to get the medal.
Fighting that fight is a rough one. Eesh. Yeah, the number game is in a really awkward spot where it's not only is it a check that has like basically no requirements because the slams are weird. Well, the slams aren't even weird. You started with one and the other one is in the training ground, so it wasn't even like a consideration. The real problem is that it's just isolated. It's so far from any warp and factory. It's getting to the counting room from the start is really awkward. Like, the 2 warp might be best. Maybe you run from the start. It's just awful to, like, orphan. And it's just fast enough that if you're kind of running through expecting to find key 7 somewhere, you know, expecting to find key 7 specifically on that R&D splat, you're just like, you're not even thinking about it. It's like, forget about it. You would never do it. Like, it's very reasonable to skip that check. The problem is that it's just a recipe for disaster, and the disaster is the seed that is unfolding in front of our eyes. It's insane. This is gonna be a rough one, that's for sure. There's gonna be a lot of talk on this one. How do you untangle that trombone? How do you get away with it? Right, boot phase part 2. Can Barrie get out? Can Barrie escape the boot before anyone finishes? It's a huge lobby, so somebody else surely has found this trombone. Like, this is far from a given that he is first year.
But if you think about it, all the people who are probably set to finish right now are speedrunners and think that number game is too slow to do. So it's giga punished.
It's truly one of the greatest baits of all time, this number game.
Yeah. It's like speedrunner's paradox.
I think, yeah. it's the bell curve. The bell curve meme where
yeah.
Some people might just like not even the one end of the bell curve just like isn't even thinking about the counting game. The other end is very thinking about the counting game and it's like it's too slow, I can't do it. And then everyone else in the middle is like, yeah, I'm gonna count to 16. Let's go.
I mean, that's the reason why you do the number game, is to just confirm that you remember how to count to 16, right?
Yeah. All right, he escapes the boot with nobody done. As I said that, here come the finishers. Here we go. You're a Diddy phase away. What do you got for us? How's your Diddy phase looking, Chief?
Okay. Not going for the...
Beautiful.
People don't usually go for the clip on the first one. You want to at least set up while K-Rool's moving here. But I mean, it doesn't seem interesting.
If you're gaming, you'll do it anyway.
True.
One to go. One light to go.
And...
not quite there. Bang! There's a time. And he finishes with a time of 136.54 in 3rd place. He got sniped by 15 seconds by Camerson with a 136.39. And Mumbo finished just as he entered the phase. I spoke a little too soon. Mumbo Token takes it with a 136.08. There we go. That's a wrap.
Nice. Well done.
We'll go see if we can track him down. Oh, yeah, hello, we found him.
Howdy.
You gotta warn me, man. This is a jump scare. Holy smokes.
Okay. Number game. God bless that.
Number game. You gotta do...
Number game. I felt like that's the deciding factor of this.
It very much so was. This seed was looking a little spotty because Kilvereis had seen vines on the forest boss and knew he had to go back for it. And that was definitely the last thing you had to hunt down. But yeah, you did the number game at the right time. Pull your trombone. Life is good.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Surprised that one. Yeah. And also, a couple other things, like, did you see me do that mini game without vines?
That was clean.
That was
beautiful.
I was shaking the whole time. Like, I'm surprised I got that my first try.
That was real tight. Kilvereis tried it as well, but he didn't have twirl, so he was trying it with donkey. I think if he had another like 10 seconds, he could have made it. But the timing is so tight without either.
Yeah. But it only gave O stand, so I didn't.
Yeah, it's no harm, no foul either way. But well, funny enough, you get vines from the forest boss, so he pulled vines off the forest boss and then ran straight back to the Thornvine barn to pick up his O stand.
That's
it's kind of funny.
And then getting chunky on that roof, I struggled with that. So
that was tough. And then Rocket Barrel ends up being important anyway. So I was like, okay, great. How much was it worth? It was really funny. You both had 4 Kongs by the 45-minute mark, but you had different Kongs, so nobody had all 5. You're not doing the believers any services today. You're doing the bean levers the Lord's work today by buying the bean, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champion of the people.
I came very close with Emerson Mumbo.
Yeah, you got sniped here at the end.
The tie one. You can claim the moral victory though, so rest assured.
Oh yeah, I'll claim this. I'll take this. Well, I got lucky with the casino, so I'll
got away with one
after my poor performance of my first qualifier.
Nah, just throw them away. Just you throw away the bad ones. They get dropped. Who cares?
I needed this.
There you go. Yeah, we need a top 1 time. Let's go. Lock in.
I needed this. Yeah, I'll take this.
Maybe not top 1, but top time. Okay, Kilvereis back to factory. What's he thinking? Maybe he's thinking medals? If he's thinking Donkey's medal, he might go to the number game. There's 35, maybe? I believe in you.
Oh yeah. I guess what made me decide to go after the number game in the first place was I was going after medals there. So I was like, we can get Donkey Balloon. Might as well just do that. Get a check.
Yeah.
But it didn't really matter because it ended up being Balloon. But I had to do the medals just in case if it happened to have something else. So.
Right. It was pretty. I think it basically had to be Balloon. That castle lobby was crazy.
Yeah.
You got to know how to get up castle lobby. That's for sure. No doubt about that one. Somehow, some way or another, you got to do it with twirl. Hopefully, you have twirl. That was another point of contention for Kilvereis. Not having twirl for a while was really awkward. Wasn't necessary, but it was just nice to have.
Yeah.
But I mean, all you can do with these points in the casinos is think about what could possibly fit. What could possibly fit, make work, and get you your trombone. It's a tough call here, that's for sure. Did he even get balloon? Yeah. He actually hasn't even gotten balloon yet, so he has. Just gonna find another lanky balloon here to scoop it up. I believe, according to my math, you basically always have to climb production to get Lanky's medal. You don't have to, but it takes a lot of moves. he's already been up here too. Oh boy. Oh, down you go. You know where our balloon is. There's a balloon in the piano game room, Chief. Oh. Oh.
Oh man.
Wait, there's a balloon in the piano game?
There is.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about that one.
It's above the door frame, so it's not super obvious.
Man, top 10 balloons. Okay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Oh, there's this balloon.
Yep. There is.
I also think, like, besides getting the Kongs, was Coconut Gun used for anything else?
Coconut got you grape. And feather.
It got you grape, yeah. Yeah, grape got us,
Big item.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could kind of piece together...
Oh, yeah, okay.
One thing we pieced together for a while was that we knew grape had to lead to your mini-monkey somehow, and it was like, what grape checks could it possibly be? And I'm trying to rack my brain for grape checks, and then you get to the 50 hint, and it's like, oh, well, that's a grape check. The owl tree, of course.
Yeah, I guess I got, like, a little bit of a red herring on that, but I should have thought about, like, Tiny K-Roll when it came to that, but I didn't.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's
Hold on.
how I almost last location the vines.
Yeah.
I was like going through forest, and I was like, wait a minute.
You had very few options left for that vines.
Plus.
Yeah, you had very few options left. Like, I think you grabbed charge and were, like, headed back for the winch, but it couldn't have been the winch, because Diddy was too late.
Yeah.
I got scared. I was like, please don't grab the winch.
But I was thinking, like, oh, it's going to be Upper Crown.
Alright, he's back in testing for... Yeah. He's back in testing for Diddy's medal, which puts him right next to the counting game, which is the answer. We get Kilvereis out of here. Can we get him out of here? Get this man a life raft.
Alright. Keep gambling? Keep gambling?
Oh.
Keep gambling? No!
Oh, oof.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This is a nightmare.
Moral of the story, guys, keep gambling.
Keep gambling. You'll hit one day. Boy.
99% of gamblers quit right before they're about to win a day.
No kidding.
Thank you.
This might be one of those Riley moments. Oh, that's a bummer. And that's in the same location too.
Yeah, he probably be back. That's unfortunate.
That is he will scour the seed to completion. I have no doubt, but it will take some time. That's for sure. Oh yeah, just a quick sanity check on the bean because he knows where it is. Like, wait a minute, surely I didn't drop that.
Bean.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. How? Speaking of balls, how is everyone doing on score right now?
Is this your fourth qual, Barry?
That's my third.
Third, okay. Soon. One more qual, you'll lock it in.
But yeah, I feel like this ball will make me catch up a bit.
This will help. This will help. Any of those top 3, top 5 finishes, that's massive. And allow you this large and a seed this volatile. Pretty nice. Wow. That's really tricky. Yeah.
According to the current standings, Kilvereis is on number 1. Right here.
That's fair.
To change.
He's an absolute beast. Well, I mean, you just drop your worst seeds, right? You can just, like, throw this one in the bin. Like, if he's in the top position, right, any seed that's not, like, top 10, you can just, like, throw away at this point. And currently, we are an hour 46 in. We only have 7 finishers out of the 50, and there's a lot of heavy hitters in this lobby. This seed is ugly. I say as there's an 8th finisher. It's pretty ugly. What does placement in the qualifiers do in the tournament? It's your seeding for the bracket. So better seeds means you're likely playing worse players in the first rounds. It balances the bracket out. Spread out the top players so that they're not all playing each other in the first round randomly. That's the idea.
What's the cap for brackets? Is it 32?
64 if we get enough, I think. Or maybe it's 48 if we get enough. there's a lot. Rest assured, if you get your quals in, and there's still time yet, you'll make it there. You can get in. The qualifier scores are enormously complicated. It's a combination of time and placing and positioning and a whole bunch of other factors, depending on how fast the fastest people have finished the seed, right? Because not all seeds are built equal, so you have to kind of like, yeah, you got to do a lot of math to figure out like how rough was the seed, how good was your seed proportional to the difficulty of the seed, based on everyone in the lobby.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's looking like that top trio of 136s is looking mighty good compared to the field, so.
I guess. Oh, you guys are waiting. I guess I'll open up my Project 64 back up. I'll go see what's in that. It should be charged just to.
Oh yeah.
See.
What the heck is in that winch cage?
See that?
There's a couple things we saw.
Oh, SP already did it.
And nah, he didn't. The winch is the only thing that's unsolved. He hasn't found charge yet. He's in a bit of an awkward spot. Tricky business. Strong Kong up there, interesting. Lines locked, of course. Naturally. It's always just a terrible fate to try and figure out what could possibly be your answer. Like, what lightly locked things are out in the world. And even past that point of lightly locked things, sometimes you just have to look for anything and everything you get your hands on. Is it some horribly unhinted metal? It's just like, oh boy. There's a lot of metals out there, so that's not even a terrible gamble. It's just, sometimes it is, and sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it ain't. Them's the beats. A rough seed for the field, but the field will endure. There will be more DK64 Randomizer.com action coming soon. There's more qualifiers to be had. We'll have a qualifier Sunday on the weekly time. Do we have the schedule somewhere posted? Do we have a schedule command? There's a qualifier Sunday. There's a qualifier, 3 qualifiers next weekend. On and on it goes. 15 total qualifiers. It's coming. Hold on to your butts. And we're trying to get everything recorded and put on YouTube. So shout out to all you YouTube viewers. If you're watching this one and you are enjoying the carnage of the carnage and chaos and battles in the race time, smash that subscribe button. Ring that bell. You know the drill.
You know that only 10% of viewers are subscribed?
Did you make that up?
You'll never know.
Dang. That's an exclusive club right there. You might have made that up, but I don't actually know. I think I could check, but I don't know.
It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you want.
Yeah, if you decide it's too much for you. It's blast. Oh, yeesh. It gets you in the llama temple, I guess, but like, oh boy. I mean, who knows what you're gonna find at this point? The winch is always so awful. Too many things lock it. I guess you started with 2 of them, so it wasn't that bad, but yeesh. There we go.
Where was Strong Kong?
Strong Kong was the Vines lock a splat in Galleon Caverns. Just found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he just found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a rocky seed, that's for sure. And Kilvereis he's having a think. Having a deep think. What's a man to do? What is a man to do? Besides go to forest. Anything but that. And them's the beats. He's not going to give up, though. He will absolutely not give up, and he will power through and find his way to the end of the seed. Hell or high water. He's I've seen him fight through a whole pile of casinos. He'll make it work. And any veteran of the scene will tell you that casinos are part and parcel.
Yeah. And you know the funniest thing about these qualifiers?
Oh yeah?
3 out of 4 times there was something up here, and I didn't have rocket at the time before.
Up the tiny
so I did this trick 3 times already.
Hold on, a double. There you go. That's practice. I've done it 0 times. I should probably get on that, huh?
I mean, surely if you're rounding,
I'm gonna try to practice this because this is so ugly to do.
That's a tough one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
at least you had the knowledge of.
Oh,
you had the knowledge of this actually being good this race,
naturally,
as opposed to previous qualifier where we got like gigabaited on like a big giant path. That, yeah, I don't remember the details. Yeah.
Okay, there's 2.
Quite the seed we've got here, but unfortunately, I believe that is going to be. It's going to be all for us tonight. Kilvereis is going to have a heck of a time searching through here, and I wish him the best of luck. It'll be a doozy.
Yep.
He needs not worry. Bad qualifiers can be erased. Only your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best qualifiers count. You can drop your 3 worst and we drop your best. I mean, it averages out a little bit. So bad qualifiers, no muss, no fuss. Sometimes it happens. It happens to the best of us, and it happens to me too. So here we are. Don't ask. It was a rough qual, I swear. But that's gonna do it for us tonight. So we're gonna send y'all off to have a fine Friday evening. Wish Kilvereis the best of luck as he finishes this seed.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, team. I've been Larock on the mic for you, joined by Quartz
and Gandhi.
Quartz Gandhi himself.
See you guys.
Thanks to Barry for gaming hard, gaming fast, gaming 3rd place, huge finish.
Yep, thank you.
An excellent
feel
one.
good.
And with Kilvereis, yeah, gave us a really great show, even if it has fallen a little bit flat.
Great pace, great reads, just a really ugly trombone. And sometimes that's the tail of the tape. But thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.